Hello, howdy, hey y'all, beautiful people of Kickstarter. Whew, it's been a while, hasn't it? The last time I made one of these videos, I was just out of high school, and Broken Alley was, well, we'd just barely picked out the name. Oh, I forgot to introduce myself, sorry, I'm Izzy, and I'm one of the founders and co-artistic director of Broken Alley Theater Company. We're a small and diverse troupe of directors, actors, and other artists in Austin, Texas, and we got our start in 2013, thanks to Kickstarter. Now, we came to y'all 2 years ago and asked you for $2,000 to put up 2 shows in Austin. When we got funded over our mark, we couldn't believe it. But y'all didn't stop there, and at every show, we have received donations from tons of those who've come out. Now, with those donations and our original Kickstarter funding, Broken Alley has put up 8 shows over 4 seasons all over Austin. We've done dramas dealing with addiction and redemption, one-acts of pure monkey business, comedies about suicide, poetic contemplations of compost, and earlier this year, a pair of shows about the things we express and the things we tell ourselves when we're in love. When we hit publish on that first Kickstarter, we had no clue it would take us this far. And we'd never done anything like this before. Buying royalties, finding actors, reserving performance spaces, and being responsible for entire productions were all totally new to us. Today, we're in a very different place. We have written our first chapter. Now, we're beginning the second. This summer season, we want to do 2 substantial and dramatic plays, The Laramie Project, 10 Years Later, by Moises Kaufman and others, and Marisol, by Jose Rivera. Laramie, 10 Years Later, is an emotional examination of the town of Laramie, Wyoming, 10 years after the gay-bashing and murder of 19-year-old Matthew Shepard. MJ Alexander Driscoll, or Ms. Mad, is returning to direct Laramie. MJ directed one of our first productions, The Hands of Its Enemy, and we could not be more thrilled to have her back as the director. The second play of our season, Marisol, is a magical realist depiction of New York in the throes of a war between the angels and God. It's an intense, surreal play, and our own Broken Alley director, Jeremy Polk, will be at the helm. In addition to being our technical and co-artistic director, Jer has done several short plays with the company, and this is his full-length debut as a director. We're also using a new space for this summer season, the Ground Floor Theater on Austin's East Side. Ground Floor got their start right here on Kickstarter, just like us. They've built a great performance space for artists from the ground up in a moment when other Austin venues are being forced to close because of rising real estate prices. We're excited to be part of Ground Floor's first wave of shows. We've come back to Kickstarter so that we can pay them, so that they can continue growing, just like us. We also need to buy royalties for our planned performances of Laramie and Marisol, as well as props, costumes, a set, posters, brochures, and printing tickets for both shows. Now, this is the first season where we plan on charging for tickets. Our audience has been extremely generous with donations at every show, and we didn't make the decision to charge lightly. But we agreed that charging a fair price for tickets is the most sustainable way forward for us. As part of our Kickstarter, you can pre-order tickets for the show or shows of your choice. Now, if you're watching and you can't make it to the shows because you're not in Austin, don't worry. In addition to tickets, we've also got some cool prizes cooked up, including posters and BATX merch. This is going to be our biggest season ever. 2 full-length plays in a brand new local theater. And to make it happen, we're asking for more than our first Kickstarter. But we know we can do it. Come on. We're counting on y'all. Now, let's make this happen.